Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Herbert and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with Robinson here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Fields. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Frost. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Handoff now to Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic.
Now a first down throw. Fields being chased out left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Throwing on first down. Frost, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Left side, it's Wilson. On play action, Fields. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Moving quickly to the line. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They run. Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To try again after the sack. Fields steps away. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up in Lambeau, an NFC North battle between Detroit and Green Bay. And that game tied 21-all. In the second quarter, a lot of offense there. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Zay Jones leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Out quickly to Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And quickly they get to the line. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 40 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Robinson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his left. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Bart, I think your initial reaction is surprise.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. Open man downfield is Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Throwing to start the drive. Frost. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Frost. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Frost, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. Throwing for Chase on the crosser, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
To the air again, Fields. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jamar Chase, 39 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times.
Throwing to start the drive. Frost. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Robinson with another carry. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Fields now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On the move to his left. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw. Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the give, here's Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take a decent shot. CD comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 31, Fields forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A give to the fullback on the dive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down and 4, Fields. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to his left. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, Frost. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football,
so we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Steps away. He finds Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Fields on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into that.
Now Fields. And some space here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Fields. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me...
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been a... He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Handoff now to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to speed things up here. on 2nd and 7. Fields flushed out right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the run, it's Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score. A lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game, and this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
The Bears on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run. Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for 28 yards. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they...
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.